All right. Welcome, everyone. I think we're all good. Audio is coming. All right. Today we'll be working on Dhere Dhere. And yeah, what's there to really say about that? Working on Dhere Dhere. It's going to be slow. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be fun. All right. Let me say that one more time. Fun. Okay. All right. So that's what we're doing. I have everything all written out. I don't know if you guys can see on this monitor, but it's written, and I'm about to put that on. I have a glass of water here for me. Starting very late today. I took a nap. Felt better. I was angry at some people. So I took a nap, and my anger vanished. So I highly recommend naps. Great invention. I don't know if anyone invented naps, but anyways. All right, so here we go. This is what we're doing today. If you guys have questions, well, I don't know. Do I have answers? We'll see. Okay, so this is what we're doing today. Dhe and re, we're accenting those. We're doing dhere dhere exercise, dhere dhere ghere naga. We're doing tisra dhere dhere. We're doing row and dhere dhere. And we're doing dhere dhere cut. All right? And again, apologies. Should have started 2 hours ago. Well, I don't know why I'm apologizing. It happened when it happened. And I enjoyed my nap, so. Trying a little bit of a new position today. So we'll see how that goes as well. All right? All right, so here we go. We're going to begin on Dhe and Re. So. Hold on one moment. I'm just going to move one thing a bit too close to the instrument. I'm just moving back just an inch. By the way, if you guys want to know what we're working on, we're just accenting Dhe and Re in Dhere Dhere. It's all very simple. All right, this should be better. Yes, I think that's better. So. So this seems so simple, right? Move this as well. Seems so easy. So what are we doing here? This probably seems so weird. So I'm going to explain why this is probably the best way to get your Dhere Dhere in shape. All right, we'll film it into a short as well. And of course, we'll post it if I can get in position. All right, cool. So, man. All right, whatever. Okay, so All right, might as well cut that really quickly and make it into a short. To improve your Dhere Dhere, you don't need any flashy exercise. Just start playing Dhere Dhere endlessly and just make this one change. What you want to do is accent the Dhe. Then the Re. And as you go faster, pick speeds where you're only able to do that. It will really limit your speed, but your control and precision over your Dhere Dhere will increase exponentially. So here we go. Here it is a little bit faster. Like that. The ending was questionable. But anyways, like that basically is how you can improve your Dhere Dhere very easily without any flashy exercise. All right, 1 second. Okay, so back to our practice. So we've warmed up with Dhere Dhere. All right, so let's go to the next one, the 4-part Dhere Dhere exercise. So we're on this, might as well highlight this. All right, so. So this is sounding good, so we can speed up just a little bit. Make sure we keep that weight. Let's add more baya. You know, it's coming out really nicely, but I do miss the baya. Ooh, it's good on the shoulder. Yeah, it's definitely good practice right there. I don't know if anyone is really listening that intently, but there's less high frequencies today. That means that when I play, you hear more of the weight and less of like the shrill kind of sound. Don't know if that means anything to anyone, but... And I'm standing a bit higher, so it's using all wrist and just, I guess, a bit of my shoulder still, but... Okay, so I think that's enough of the exercise, kind of. Yeah, that's a bit of that's good on the exercise. Ah. All right. So, is that enough on the exercise? I think we should just play as fast as possible just for a bit of flexibility. I think it might help. We'll do, let's say, 2 minutes of just pretend dhere dhere. I think it might help with flexibility. All right, so we'll start in 30 seconds and let's do that speed. So whew, that's fast. Okay, maybe not that speed yet, but that's kind of... All right, that's I think enough of that. But that's kind of... Okay, all right. Next one. Okay, actually we may as well clip this Dhere Dhere exercise. Okay, here we go. So try this 4-line Dhere Dhere exercise. First line, dha tere kit tak dhere dhere kit tak. Tak tere kit ghere dhere dhere kit tak. Tere kit tak dhere 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 kit tak. Dhere dhere kat ghere dhere dhere kit tak. One more time. Dha tere kit tak dhere dhere kit tak. Tak tere kit ghere dhere dhere kit tak. Tere kit tak dhere 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 kit tak. Dhere dhere kat ghere dhere dhere kit tak. So practice this and you can take each line and expand on it too. Here it is a little bit faster. So work on that. All right, let's keep it going. Okay. All right, next one, Dhere Dhere and Ghere Naga. All right, so this is going to be for the next half an hour what we're working on. So. Now we could do Something sounds kind of weird. One thing I've noticed is the... So this is one of those ones that is really only possible if you don't go all the way up for the Dhere Dhere. But I like going all the way up. So I don't know. We'll see how I'll manage doing that. But that'll be a good speed to practice. I think that would be a better practice. More Dhere Nagas, so. A little frustrated today. Huh. All right, let's see one thing. All right, I'm just adjusting this one mat I'm standing on. It's kind of getting annoying, that's all. All right, cool. It's better, I think. Oh. You can hear my bones cracking. But yeah, hopefully, things are good with y'all. I'm gonna react in my own chat. Just 'cause. Might as well send myself a super chat. And whatever. What's there to even say? Nothing. All right, we're going to continue. All right. We're going to practice at that speed. A little bit too fast for me. stress and all that. All right, it's going good. Okay, all right. Okay, we'll keep going. I'm liking this one. Maybe I'll make a quick tip. What should the tip be? Maybe something like yay, we're getting some hearts in the chat from somewhere. Cool. Hope you're doing well, whoever you are. All right. All right, so here's a quick tip for your Dhere Dhere, and it's by Ustad Zakir Hussain. Very simple. No matter what Dhere Dhere Rela you're playing, just play the Dhere Dhere loud. That's it. Just accent it while you're playing it slow. So I'm playing this kind of complicated Dhere Dhere Rela. A little bit complicated. So all I'm going to do is while I'm playing it, just play the Dhere Dheres with more weight, and that'll basically just open up your hand. So little bit messy, but I myself should also follow Ustad Zakir Hussain's tip. Awesome. Cool. That was good. I thought it was all right, man. Hope you're doing well, man. Shri. This is a great rela to practice. All right, 1 minute of this, just really fast, not real clarity. Okay, maybe not even a minute, but yeah, so that's that. All right, that's that. Okay. What's today's date? How many more days are there in January? Which one does he plays? Oh yeah. Yeah, that one. That's a good one. It's a good one that he plays. Yeah. All right, we can go into Tisra now. Now we're going to channel a bit of Pandit Nayan Ghosh. Cool. Have a sip of water, because, man, the Raylas he plays are no joke. The worst thing is when someone asks for the bulls to this. It's so long. Dha. It's hard to even say. Dha. Let's try it one more time on reciting. Dha. May have messed up the Kali Bhari kind of thing, but you guys get the point. I think you have to play this faster to really even work on it. I think, I know I love saying practice slow. Probably half my videos are that, but Yep, he plays it too. Yeah, he plays it really well. Why don't I do Lara? Because when I feel the need to slow down, the thing about a Lara is that it keeps you at the same speed. And very, very oftentimes, no, it's fine. Even if you don't appreciate it, I'll still be here day after day. But no, okay, this is why. Because I want to focus more on the sound. You know, this really isn't any sort of grand performance I'm doing here. This is just me focusing on, you know, I just want to hear purely the sound, you know, and also if I feel that, hey, this isn't coming out clearly, you know, then I'll just slow down. And this is what I recommend for you guys too. Stop with all the Laras for every practice. You know, just, it's not worth it. If you have a performance, then yeah, fine. Do it pretty consistently with the Lara, but just try without. See, for example, if you're playing with the Lara, that sound can get lost. You know, there's so much going on with the Lara. And then also, if your tabla goes out of tune, you got to stop to tune it. It's just a headache, you know. See right there on the first Dhere, I'm playing Dhin, and it's not landing that well with the weight. So see, with the Lara, you'd kind of have to go back with, I don't know, how many real tabla players are really even there? I don't even know, but I don't know. But yeah, Shri, one of the reasons I even do this is because there's a lot of tabla players that don't have, you know, teachers that really focus on tone and clarity. That's why I think even though I'm not really teaching in these streams, it'd be good just to listen, you know, what the bowls are supposed to sound like. And I don't really go that fast. I only play where it's clear, you know, so that's kind of one of the reasons I do this. And I posted enough tutorials anyways. I'm sick and tired of those. Now it's time for you guys to tell me what I could do better. So that's one thing I want to focus on. When I play thin, it's not really landing with the weight, so. Thank you. I don't know. This one's coming out okay. Bit frustrated today. Next is row in this. Good lord. When I get frustrated, I like to reset. See, that's the thing about Lyra, the other thing. And now I guess I'm going on a rant about Lyra's. It just keeps you in the same cycle over and over again. Sometimes you have to stop, you have to slow down, you have to listen, you know, you have to stretch. It's a lot of things. Lyra's like a hypnotic, you know. Thinking too much, so. Dhere dhere kittu tak ta tere kittu tak ta tere kittu tak tin tere kittu tak ta tere kittu tak dhere 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 dhere. God, messed myself up. Dha dhere dhere kittu tak ta tere kittu tak ta tere kittu tak tin tere kittu tak ta tere kittu tak dhere 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 kittu tak ta tere kittu tak ta tere kittu tak tin tere kittu tak ta tere kittu tak. Man, this is too hard for me right now. I'm too out of practice to really play this. It's annoying. Just want to play it at that speed. show the same bowl what you're playing in different modulation in Dagga or Baya. Man, you really don't be liking just standard practice, huh? Modulation. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I mean, I am modulating on the Baya, but... See, right there, this is why I don't use Lera. That first hey, if you listen really carefully, watch. It's not landing right. See, you hear the re, but see. Yeah, it's not. So it's kind of, you know, as far as modulation on the Daya, I don't know. I'm just still getting the hang of the composition or the Rela itself. This is the best way to practice this. Just throw the Dhere Dhere as much as you can. There. Alright, I think that's maybe enough of that. Just maybe 2 more minutes of this. Just slowly, just so I can wrap it up, but... yeah. Oh yeah, it's a great Rela. Best people have played it are... let's see. Probably Pandit Ninder Chatterjee. Probably somewhere. I haven't heard him play it, but... he plays everything, so he could probably play it well. Pandit Nayan Ghosh. You know, he plays it like crazy, especially when he was young, and even sometimes Ustad Zakir Hussain that someone was saying in the chat. Now I would think that this is a little too technical for something that, you know, Ustad Zakir Hussain would play, because he plays more, you know, simpler things, not easy things, not easy, but simpler. Later on in his life, at least. But yeah, he played this as well. I just want to play it a few more times, get that first Dhe. First Dhe, that's it. See, thin. It has to land right. So that's kind of not in other Relas, so. See, very important. So din. So yeah, oh yeah, this is, by the way, really quickly, a very crude example of how they start this. So that's just an example of the speed, not the clarity, but how it flows. It's like that, basically. Ooh, that's hard. All right. So now we'll move to more boring stuff. We'll go to row and Dhere Dhere. But yeah, pretty awesome, Rayla. Pretty awesome. But yeah, probably 15 minutes on these next two. And probably be it. Okay. What else? So for this one, it would be and then you could do man, let me slow that down and recite it a little bit better. How's it going, Joshua? We're about to play one of your teacher's things in about 15 minutes. All right, so let me slow that down. So sound like I have marbles in my mouth. All right, let's continue. Looks like I need to practice badant. How's it going though, Arnav? Okay, let me not do such a great intro, because then when you guys hear the row, you're gonna be like, what? That was the row? I mean, you build it up so much. All right. So. Good, man. Seems like everyone's busy with exams. No one's posting in the Discord. That's how you know there's exams going. So. Let's fix this up a little bit. So. Not as easy as it sounds. know, today my hand just won't really relax, so. Ah, Dages. No microphone. There's actually no microphone. I'm psychically projecting my tabla into this stream. It's a DPA 4011. I don't like practicing this. I want to practice something else. Has that ever happened to you guys? You should practice something, but it's just, you know? By the way, the DPAs are very difficult microphones to use. If somehow you do plan on getting one, just be ready for it, all right? Or take like a course in sound engineering before you get this. Probably share a story about these microphones in a bit. Yeah, I do the kabutar one. Yeah, no, I've done the kabutar one. It's good. All right. Whew. Yeah, this whole standing practice thing, I don't know about all this. Very difficult. Huh. You know what? Let's try it. Looks like a jellyfish. I don't know. Could be good. Let's try it. Let's see how it goes. I'll take it slow so I can hear it. But I think gut, though, thank you for this comment, Arnav, is a bowl that is overlooked, especially by me. And I look at most bowls, so imagine everyone else. So you're saying spread, right? So yeah, everyone in the chat, is it actually better if I spread the gut or just the regular way? Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, that's what I think too. I can't tell. Okay, so this is without. I think I'm just noticing and playing it louder. You know. I don't know. I think I'm just playing more gut. But let's just see one other experiment. If I don't play gut as loud, which one is louder? Because it's kind of really loud in my headphones, the gut. Because I also have the mic pointed towards the baya, not the daya. If you guys want to know why, I'll break that down too. So. So now let's try Dhere Dhere cut. Now hold on. Is there enough time to spread for that? Maybe. So yeah, let's see. That sounds alright, so. Alright, now forget clarity. This is how. Dha Dhere Dhere cut. Dha Dhere Dhere cut. Dhere Dhere cut. Dha Dhere Dhere cut. Dha Dhere Dhere like a Dhere Dhere cut. Dhere Dhere cut. I don't know what that is, man. I can't tell how the spacing goes just by written. Dha Dhere cut. Dhere Dha Dhere cut. Dha Dhere Dhere Dha Dhere Dhere cut. Dha Dhere Dhere like Dhere Dhere like Dha Dhere Dhere. Yeah, I don't know, man. Tried. We'll do one of the best Dhere Dhere phrases, then we'll go into, or we'll combine both of them. The best Dhere Dhere phrase from the exercise that Vivek gave me a long time ago. Dhere Dhere cut, ghere dhere dhere kittaka. Dhere Dhere cut, ghere dhere. So right there. Dhere Dhere cut, ghere dhere dhere kittaka. I don't know if you guys know that, but the reason is because it stops your momentum. So. Cut, ghere dhere dhere kittaka. All right. So anyway, so how can we practice this at a good speed? So that's what we're gonna do. So Dhere Dhere cut, Dhere Dhere cut. My hand gets caught in the baya. So the only option is to just not go so far. But I love the Dhere Dhere out here. It's my one challenge. Don't know what to do. I like the Dhere Dhere out here. I don't like it here. It just doesn't have the same weight. And everyone will say, oh no, you have to play compact. You know, Pandit Nindra Chatterjee will say, oh yeah, keep it compact. But it sucks. It's better here. See, look. Man, I don't know what to do. We'll see. Yeah, me neither, man. Yeah, man, I'm just very just annoyed today. Like, man, I'm not gonna get into it. Actually, I'm gonna get into it. Like this lady that I'm supposed to play Kathak with at her Kathak school. Like, just the meeting with her took 3 hours, the whole afternoon. And it was so nice outside. And I just kept staring out the window, wishing I was outside. And, So what was it? Dhere dhere cut, dhere dhere cut, dhere dhere cut, dhere dhere dhere. Dhere dhere cut, dhere dhere cut, dhere dhere cut. Dhere dhere cut, dhere dhere cut. I'm fine with tete played at the edge of the syahi. There's a lot that it sounds okay with. This is a good speed. So then the actual rela goes. I'm not ready for that. No, he plays something else. Yeah, that whole thing. Yeah, that's what he plays, so. Yeah, I think something like that. Thank you. I kind of want to show you guys this crazy EQ I've done on the Daya. It's absolutely crazy. You guys would be like, what are you doing? You don't know anything about sound, but it's absolutely nuts. I don't know. It's supposed to be copper, but I mean, the only way, I guess, is it what, painted copper? I thought copper would always be more like this color. Yeah, alright, I'll just show you guys. Just for fun, really quickly. Alright, here we go. You guys ready to see this? Okay, so this is the software I'm using that's running all this stuff. And I'll probably make a video about this. And, alright, yeah, so these are all the different things. This is the master channel, the master. This is the mic I'm talking into right now. That's why it's going up. The Daya is barely going up. The Baya barely. So anyways, this is all this. So what I wanted to show you guys is look at what I'm doing on the Daya. Not this. Yeah, look. All right. I don't know if this makes any sense. Yeah, Reaper, man. Reaper is, I mean, it's so stable and so good. But anyways, this is like an experiment I'm doing. It's good you're here, Joshua. You get audio. This room, and since I'm standing, is such a bright room. I treated it so much acoustically, and I think it just got brighter. You know, I don't get how. Chrome plating. Oh, interesting. Well, thank you, Ted. Just I didn't know that. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, where I'm playing is really bright and brittle sounds, especially if you're on a high pitched Daya. It gets even worse. I'm on a standing desk. I don't know if you guys can see. This is a standing desk, and I'm also playing on a standing desk, technically. That's why I'm trying to figure out the positioning. It's such a bright sound that I've cut everything on the Dhere above 3,500 hertz. Just because it's so bright and brittle that, I just don't know what else to do. Like the tunes, if I don't, you get like a really harsh sound, and yeah. So this is just an experiment I've been doing. Every day I cut a little bit more. I start at 4,500. I'm now cut to 3,500. But the thing is, you have to play even way more clearly. That's why I like this. Maybe a shelf EQ at negative 8 dB instead. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. Let's see, a shelf. What, a low shelf or high shelf? But anyways, I'm just doing a low pass. It's an experiment. That could be good. But I'm glad you understand EQing. Nice to have you, man. Anyway, so this is what I'm experimenting with. It's really weird. You never see anyone do this. But it's good for practice. It's good because this is where... Because, see, there's a thing like kind of fake clarity that people do. I don't know if you guys have seen. They just turn up the highs and everyone thinks they play clear. That's not really where it comes from. It will sound clear on recording, but it's not actually like that. I think clarity comes from the low to mid range where you're putting like weight, like... the weight of the Dhere Dhere, I don't think that comes from up high. And again, this is just an experiment I'm doing. And I'm also doing this, like I said, because I'm on a wooden desk. If you're sitting on the ground, the carpet will absorb a lot of these harsh high frequencies. You won't have to do this. This is only in my case where, I'm doing this because, it's just too bright. Just too bright and too brittle, and I can't do it. I have different EQs for each Dhere. I do similar cutting the highs, but also dip between the harmonics. Yeah, that's really good. Actually, if you can send me pictures of what you're doing, because I was listening to your video today, and I was like, man, how is he doing this with just one mic? How is he doing that? But yeah, that's what I... See, the thing is, I don't want to have different EQs for each Dhere, and I guess this is now getting really technical, because as soon as I actually, before I'll show you, I had different... I don't know how visible this is. You guys might have to zoom in. I had a different bus for each Dhere. So I had one for my big Haridas, 7-inch, medium Haridas. Then what I realized is every time I'd switch buses, my audio and video would go out of sync because I'm doing it all live. I think you can do it fine if you're, doing it in post, but I would keep switching and it would go out of sync. So that's kind of, something that I've been... experimenting with. So I'm just trying to do one EQ for everything. But what you're doing is the smart way, Joshua, having different for each. I just want to play. I just want the sound to be good, and I want to play, Yeah, so anyways, I have this cut at 3,500. I also have a room mic as well, which I'm fading in just a little bit. It's like cut by negative 16 dB. And yeah, I also have that cut, the lows are cut, because I want the lows to come from the close mic, and the highs are also cut to 3,500. So that's that's basically that. What else? Yeah, so I have that. So I'm forced to play super, super clearly, otherwise it sucks. So that's something that's helping. Yeah, that makes sense. So the most efficient way is best. No need. Yeah, I mean, I like doing everything live and just getting the best sound. Like, I hardly have reverb, playing with the room mic. And the last thing I want to show you guys is I have a little, and I know this is super hard to see for everyone. This is a transient controller, meaning, and this isn't a good idea to really even have on the tabla because the transients are complicated as far as I know. Not good idea to mess with this. So I have this on a bus, very little bit, but I have the attack cut by 2. And the sustain turned up by 2, and it's a bus at like negative 19 dB or something. So very, very little bit of coming in. But this also cuts the attack, meaning if I turn this up, everything would kind of sound more clear, more clicky, but more clear as well. So I have this turned down, just everything I can to make myself have to play more clearly. I know it kind of sucks sound wise, kind of not a huge wise sound wise. It's impacted, but this is all done to make myself play as clearly as possible. If you can imagine how bright this sounds now, imagine if I had let in everything. Yeah, I mean, it sucks compared to like how clear people can, think I'm playing at. But now the other major issue, and I used to have Waves plugins for all of this. I think maybe if you guys have seen before, I used to run them all through that, and I decided to get rid of those and just learn how to do it. Me and AI are sitting up trying to figure out this. The other thing that I have trouble with is getting the baya to sound good on phone speakers. So one thing is, because I think one reason people don't practice baya a lot is because they can't hear it on phone speakers. They're on Instagram, which unfortunately is now like the main tabla hub in the world, which is a whole nother topic. But anyways, basically, yeah. So they're not able to hear the baya very well. So what I've done to kind of work with that is I have the mic pointed towards the baya more than the dia, because I think if even the dia comes a bit off axis, it's a little bit smoother. It's and of course it's another thing that'll force me to play even more clearly. It's like many things stacked on top of each other to play clearly. So the dia, is what was I saying? Yeah, so it's pointed at the baya, and then I have this like basic EQ. Let's see. Yeah, just on for the baya, just at right around 150 hertz. Because that's where laptop and phone speakers, that's where the bass kind of starts. A little bit of, I think it was just a high pass or whatever it's called, but just cutting a little bit up to like 50. But yeah, it's kind of, what I'm doing, If you boost the first 3 or so harmonics of the baya, it will speak in phone speakers more. All right, so I thought of that as well. So you're saying what, boost, let's say the baya is at 70 hertz. You're saying boost at what, 210? Or boost at 140, which I'm doing right here. And then what, also, what, 210 or something? I don't know, something like that. I think is what you're saying, right? The first 3 harmonics, I understood as octaves above, but perfect. So I have 140 boosted. I'm gonna experiment with 210. I had 190 boosted. Like I had 186. Yeah, look, I was experimenting with 186. Wait, it's still on? Oh no, it's off. Okay, yeah. 186 I was experimenting with, and 190 around there, but I didn't like that. It was adding some sort of weird pressure to the whole thing, so I didn't like that. So I'll try 210. Might be better. But then, Joshua, I have a question for you. The baya changes. I mean, it's cold here. I guess it's not cold in California, but every day the baya is kind of up and down. What do you do with that then? 140 and 210. Yeah, even higher. Yeah, that's what. I think even up to like 700. I think I also did for the baya, because it kind of comes through there as well. But I don't know. It's an experiment. I don't even know why I have this, but I don't touch things unless I. Yeah, I don't know why at 800 I have it boosted by 3.7 dB. I'm not there yet, but one day I'll figure out why I did this. But yeah. But anyways, this has been one of my pet projects of getting good sound live. My chain has a wee bit parallel distortion, which I thought sounds good on my mic. Man, what kind of equipment do you have? Kind of equipment you got? Parallel distortion, huh? Yeah, I don't know if I could definitely make my sound more reverby just easily, but I just want this to kind of be an example for people trying to hear what different bowls sound like. Rode NT1. Good. Was that a large diaphragm condenser? It's a good mic. Yeah, it's a good mic. Let me look that up really quickly, so I can picture it. Rode NT1. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I think I used stuff like this in the beginning. How much is this? Oh, good. Nice. And what kind of interface are you using it with? Unless you got it with the interface. Oh, you're running OBS too? Yeah, but the thing is, run Reaper. This is going into OBS. Like this, my master channel has a hardware output running right into OBS. Just to focus right. Okay, not bad. Man, I'm telling you, probably Joshua could probably get better audio, because I think he works in audio or something as a profession, but he could probably get better audio than me with all this stuff. My equipment, man, I'm almost embarrassed to say what it is because it's so good, and you'll be like, what? That's the sound you're getting out of it? Because I just don't know. I just like mess around till all I do is I experiment, and then I log it in like AI, and I try to, figure it out. And then every day I tweak things. But yeah, so yeah, what I'm doing basically is this is going right into OBS, and then I sync it. Oh man. Well, yeah, I don't know. I just think yeah, what do you think this audio wise could improve? Because see, the thing is that I'm also mixing it for phone speakers. Joshua. Yeah, I'm mixing it for phone speakers. I don't know if I've told you guys, but these are 4011s I'm using. Now, they're not brand new 4011s. I got a pair of them used for, let's call it a really good deal. And the grill was kind of cracked and stuff like that. But I had read that they're pretty robust. So maybe they're not top condition 4011s, but they are 4011s. This is a 2011 I'm talking into, and they're feeding into an RME UFX. This is seriously good gear. I should be getting top class, audio. So if you guys are here right now, what do you think I can add to this? Or maybe what should I take out is the question. Yeah, that's my thought too. I don't want it over. Before, last year I thought my audio was too reverby. It was too, reverb. Now I'm trying to go for natural. And really overall, I just want something that maybe tube distortion if I wanted to go through. But I don't think there is any tube distortion for, and the first thing is how can I do tube distortion on just the Maya? Yeah, no, I don't think my audio is bad. I just think for the equipment I'm using, it could be way better. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking at 7, 8 acoustic panels, and then behind me is the screen too, multi-band distortion. Okay. What would that be though? And I actually don't know if I want to go down the whole distortion route, but put a pitch shifter in current octave. Interesting. No, I have experimented in one video with a kind of pitch shifter. Um, it sucks. It really sucks. But there's this one plugin on Waves. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's called Low Air, and that's what it does. It kind of gave my bind like a subwoofer effect, and I think that is basically what I think you guys are talking about. Yeah, look, Low Air. This is what I used to have, but I at that time I was too dumb to use it on a bus. No, I don't want your special offers. All right, yeah, Low Air. Man, not coming up. But anyways, let's see any alternatives to Low Air. Refuse low ender. I don't know. Anyways, the it's just some, what is it? It says low pass filter controls to shape your, yeah, there's no ultra low end anyways, I think, for tabla, as far as I know. But if you want to ball out, Bloom is really good for mixing tabla, but it's 200. What is Bloom? Bloom mixing. Let's just see what this is. Probably buy it. What? Wait, is it this? Wow. Yeah, but I don't want any more twist knob VSTs. You know, I want to learn all this sound now. And I don't know, can this even work live? Because remember, everything I want to do is live. Oh, but it looks awesome though. Wait, can we hear it?
Oh my god.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Let's see what this is.
Oh my god, I need a little taste. I just want to start fires. Forget what is at stake. I don't. Oh my god, I need.
Okay, I don't get it. It'll probably add latency, but I can add latency to my cameras to fix it. Huh. Travis Scott is using it? Then no. You know, nah, I'm kidding. Interesting. Well, thank you for this recommendation. And yeah, it'll work fine. You can demo it for like a month, I think. That's what, 200 for it? And it, what is it exactly? Probably buy it. Probably email them and ask, can it be used live? Rent to own, Jesus Christ. Interesting. Yeah, I might start with this, see how it goes. And how'd you even hear about this? Bloom. Is it the same as Smart EQ? Because I know these people are pretty good, but Bloom is much more reactive and yeah, I don't know if reactive plugins can work. Bloom. Okay, let's just look it up one thing. Bloom. Okay, oik sound. Alive. Huh. I use Bloom. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, Logic is 200, so. Wow, look at this. I tried Bloom, found its capabilities extraordinary, and already applied it to a mix I was doing for a client. All right, let's just see one thing. Let's just ask AI really quickly, can I use this for live sound? Let's just see, and then we'll probably wrap it up. All right, let me just move this really quickly. Wait, you said split my signal? One thing I missed. Split my signal and... Oh, okay. Yeah, like make a bus, basically. All right. Let me see one thing. Hold on. All right, I'm about to put it back on here. All right. Let's see. Can I use Bloom by Oak Sound, whatever it's called, live on my Reaper to OBS plugin chain that I stream with? Okay, that's a very foolish way to ask. See what it says. Yes, you can use Bloom or any other VSTs, but you need to route the audio from Reaper into OBS properly. Okay, yes, I know how to do. Load Bloom in the or on the master bus. On the master? Okay, maybe. I'll probably make a bus for it. What would you do? Make a bus or just put it on the input? Reroute. Okay, no, I already... Yes. I know how to get it. By the way, I don't know if you know, RME makes some phenomenal loop back so you can get the audio from one software to the other. It's so good. Okay. But how does a reactive plugin work for live? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, let's ask the last thing. My tabla, having a lot of... Would it work well in my tabla? I'm having a lot of trouble taming the room and desk I'm on because it's so ridiculously bright. I should, right? It's probably hard to see. How do I enable that? I should, right? Let's see. Why your tabla feels painfully bright. Okay, here we go. Tames brightness only when it flares up. Leave soft strokes alone. No, yeah, for my own comfort, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. Might be why I need so much sleep. Oh, man. I mean, I started doing it on Docs. I started doing it on Google Docs. I don't know if you've seen that, but yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah, what do you think about using Bloom, Joshua? Yeah, I had enough today. Researching all this. Tired. Using Bloom. I think it might work well. Anything? I haven't used it much. Yeah. I've never even heard of it. Yeah, it's probably good. We'll see. I do want to learn everything as much as I can because it's more translatable and teachable. But yeah, I don't know if you could see this right here, this one stand curving at me. That's my room mic. You always join late. Yeah, man, where you been at? Party's over. You know, they're kicking us out. But yeah, it's probably good. It's probably good. Any closing remarks, Necro? How's your practice going? You had your classes? Good. Good, man. Glad you had your classes. Glad to hear it. Here, I'll show you really quickly what we did today. We did Dhere and Dhere accenting. We did the Dhere Dhere exercise. You know what? Might as well just go through this all. TT. Yeah, I guess so. Might change the name to Tabla Evolution, but we'll see. I do like Texas Tabla a lot. I just like Texas in general. All right, let's just go over what we played today real quick. All right, this is what we did. All right, here we go. All right, so Dhere and Dhere accenting. So you just play Dhere Dhere Dhere. So the Dhere, so then the Re. What that does is you get control over both. All right, so that's that one. Next one, so Dhere Dhere exercise number 2. Okay, I'll slow it down. Vivek gave me that one. Next is where it gets hard. This is a hard rail I worked on. Probably too hard for how I'm coming back into practice, but it goes. And then obviously you want to play the 4 dheres. You want to make sure that's loud, and these are the 2 parts I focus on. All right. Then Tisra Dhere Dhere Dha. I mean, this one I think people already saw, so. Yeah, I'm kind of too tired to care that it's not even clear. Ro and Dhere Dhere. You know, this part I didn't like because Ro isn't coming out well, but. I'll just play it lightly. So all that stuff, and then Dhere Dhere cut. So. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, that's the Dhere Dhere stream, guys. Anything else? Comments? Did it suck? You know? Things I should consider doing? I love emojis, by the way. See you, man. See you guys. Oh, that's great. My exam's going on. Yeah, that's the same story everywhere. Same story. But all right, guys. Keep studying, all right? Stay in school. And goodbye.